My name is Antonio. Antonio Jose Pag'an is my name, you heard me. And my jail ID, let me think about that for a minute. 82B 166 was my jail ID. And why I remember it like that is because it's like after 8 years of incarceration, that shit becomes like a Social Security number. Man, you gotta have that number. You gotta know that number. That's how you eat in the jail. You hear me? That's how you got provisions in jail. Elmira was outside of Rikers Island was my first major penitentiary that I went to. I was 16 years old after coming out of Rikers Island at 15. So after coming out of Rikers Island, going to Elmira at 16 years old, I saw some horrific things. I seen some shit that enough to scare you, man. Enough to, well, an average cat would have pretty much been scared straight. I was taking a shower, and you had some guys come in from the population, from the main house. The A block is what they call it. I'm just coming through at a reception center in Elmira State Penitentiary. And this one guy, he came in to get his, when you come in, you know, they snatch your identity away from you. You see, I got my locks. And at the time, you go to the penitentiary, they take away your identification from you. Make you cut your hair, everything, shave. So this one guy, he didn't want to shave, he didn't want a haircut. Started riffing off with some of the guys in the main house that was doing life. And they bowed down and didn't say nothing to the guy and just let him run off his mouth. So here it is, 11 o'clock at night, I'm getting prepared for my shower. And all of a sudden, these 5 guys come in from the population. And they tell me, what's happening with you, Slim? I said, ain't nothing, man. What y'all doing over here, dog? I don't worry about it, man. We come to take our shower. And it wasn't soon after they got into the shower, this young cat came into the shower that was doing all the riffing that early part of that day, you heard me? He come bebopping into the shower, and he got 2 net bags full of cosmetics, like he going to some kind of party or something, man. And he looked into the shower, he seen these 5 guys on the wall, 2 over here, 1 on the wall by me, 2 on this wall over here. So he had no choice but to get on this side. Then this little dude decides to wash his hair. Now, when you in jail, you don't wash your hair with your face to the wall, you heard me? Because the same cat that's smiling in your face will be the same cat, man, that might want to go up in you. You heard me? So you gotta take a shower with your drawers on, man, and be careful about turning your back to the wall. Turning your face to the wall to wash your hair and all that. You gotta wash your hair with your head hanging back that way. Keep your eyes open because you don't know who got one eye on you, you dig? He come on in the shower, goes over here, he's doing his thing. These guys is in conversation as if nothing, they're really paying this guy no mind, you heard me? And he turned his face to the wall and he dropped his head to wash his hair, and that's all it took. When he did that, another guy off the wall from the left side called and ran up behind him and took a washcloth full of soap and smeared it in the dude's face. He's screaming, trying to struggle. The other cats, they come and they merge on this dude, man. And the other dude came and they went there hitting him in the body. And every time they hit him, he squealed like a pig. And then they got him, man, in such a way, man. I'm standing on the wall looking at this shit. I backed up on the other side. I'm looking, and these guys went up in this dude, man, as if he was a whole woman. I never seen anything like this before in my life. This guy got raped, man, and these guys that was raping him, man, was 5 of them from population. They raped this guy with such lust, such passion. And I'm looking, and they was taking turns, and they was hitting him in his head, hitting him in his side, and one dude made him open his mouth and told him, you don't take this dick in your mouth, man, we gonna kill you right here in the shower. And they went at this guy like he was a little broad, man. All 5 of these dudes went up in this fucking kid, man, as if flies don't stink. You heard me? These cats was getting in this dude's ass, man. They made him open his mouth. They put the dick all up in this dude. And I'm looking, and I'm stunned. literally stunned, you heard me, because here I am 16 years old, I got 8 years to do, You heard me? And I used to hear the stories from my grandparents, my great-grandparents, said they make boys into women in there. You heard me? And I had an idea that, man, I'm coming into this young man and I can't come out no other way. You heard me? I was scared. But I didn't let these cats know I was scared at that moment. I said to myself, man, he's going up in this dude so bad. You heard me? They might want somebody else. You heard me? The dude said to me, yo, Slim, what's happening with you? You all right? I said, man, I ain't got nothing to do with that shit, dog. That's between y'all. Handle your business, do what you do. I said, all right, man, get on out here. I kind of got my shit, and I left out that shower, you heard me? When I left out that A gate, came through that gate, the CO told me, said, is everything all right back there? I said, man, shit, I ain't got nothing to do with that shit back there. That's on them. You heard me? So, sometime later, I saw that cat a little later, you heard me? And he became what we call a pass-along bitch. You heard me? Now, what that is they passed this dude from one booty bandit to the next booty bandit. You heard me? He might wind up, you know, somebody might be going up in him 3 or 4 times out of the day. You heard me? And they pass him along for cigarettes, or that them cans of tuna fish, or a pint of ice cream. You heard me? They make him walk around with makeup on. Well, they had makeup. What they used was Kool-Aid. You know, red Kool-Aid on his lips. And they put him in the homo clique with the rest of them soft ones. You heard me? And that's his life. And, you know, some cats would hang up, kill themselves. You heard me? Other cats had to live with what it was that they was up against. You heard me? It was so bad that some cats would even conform to what they call jumping the broom in the yard and marrying the next punk. You heard me? It was, you know, the atmosphere in there, man, is, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, man. You heard me? But, you know, though some cats need to be underneath the jail, but that's another story in itself for another time. You heard me? My name is Antonio Jose Pag'an, and you just watched Prison X, and that was my story.
Next time on Prison X.
This dyke chick got killed. So, you know, I want to know, like, what happened? But when the coroner came around, you know how they have to take the body down, examine the body. Her family was pressed about it because the way that she hung herself wasn't even hung with the same arm.